So Dogecoin holders need to get ready after these insane developments. And in this video, I'm going to talk about where we are headed from here. So there are some very important updates for Dogecoin and other cryptos coming from India. And we are now seeing that the Indian government has proposed taxing income from cryptos and other digital assets at 30%. And this tax proposal puts cryptos and other digital assets under India's highest tax band. And if you are wondering why the Indian government is going to impose taxes on crypto earnings, there is a great amount of crypto trading in India. And as per India's finance minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, there has been a phenomenal increase in transactions in virtual digital assets in India. And the magnitude and frequency of these transactions have made it imperative to provide for a specific tax regime. And it appears that this recent move from the Indian government is considered positive for the crypto market by some key industry players. For example, Harish Prasad, head of banking in India for FIS, stated that this has been a much-awaited announcement in the context of the interest and growth in investments into cryptos. He believes that the uncertainty and concerns on the legal, regulatory, and tax status of cryptos are addressed to a reasonable extent by virtue of this announcement. Similarly, Avinash Shekhar, the CEO of crypto exchange ZebPay, stated that the 30% tax on income from cryptos, while high, is a positive step. And he believes that this move by the government legitimizes crypto and hints at an optimistic sentiment towards further acceptance of crypto and NFT. Moreover, he believes that the gradual acceptance of a digital currency, blockchain, and cryptos has the potential to make India a leader in this new paradigm of blockchain-enabled revolution. Meanwhile, there is another positive news for cryptos and holders coming from India. So according to official reports, a Parliamentary Committee of India has organized a training evening for lawmakers regarding crypto and its effects on the Indian economy. In addition, the legislative business calendar for the lower house of Parliament no longer includes a bill that could potentially ban crypto in the country. So this is good news because we are now seeing that the lawmakers in India are currently exploring crypto space. And they are trying to examine the risks and opportunities posed by cryptos. And the good thing is that they are no longer considering banning cryptos in India. In fact, I think by putting a tax on crypto earnings, the Indian government is going to make it clear that it is not going to ban cryptos. They are going to place some taxes, and I think they will also put in place some other legislation to hinder the risks involved in the crypto space. In fact, this thing was made clear back in December by the Indian government. It was reported back then that the Indian government will not move for an outright ban on crypto and will instead regulate the sector. So this is very positive for the crypto market as more and more people and firms will embrace cryptos once we see more crypto-friendly policies in India. And this is more likely because we can see here that even with the lack of regulatory clarity for cryptos, India has the highest number of crypto holders in the world. According to an earlier report from BrokerChoose, India has the highest number of crypto owners in the world at about 100 million. So this means that notwithstanding the legal ambiguity on whether crypto investment is permitted in India, Indian investors are very much interested in cryptos. And as per a more recent report, it appears that this number of crypto holders is going to rise even more once the government provides some regulatory clarity. So as per a recent survey by Deloitte, about 82% of Indians plan to invest in crypto when the government provides more clarity surrounding the regulation of crypto assets. And about 55% of respondents said that they have invested in cryptos and will continue to do so. Besides, regarding crypto regulation, more than 62% want the government to issue clear guidelines, while 30% want measures to be adopted to make cryptos more popular. All in all, we are now seeing investments in cryptos have witnessed a sharp growth in India. And as I said before, this is going to rise further once we see more regulatory clarity from the government. But the most important thing is that this rise in crypto adoption in India is going to benefit Dogecoin and Shiba Inu the most. This is because both Doge and SHIB were the most popular and most traded cryptos in India last year. So it is clear that if crypto trading is legalized in India, then millions of more investors will invest in Dogecoin and Shiba Inu thanks to their massive popularity in the country. And this is why I think that all these positive updates coming from India are more bullish for Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. And now, there is another very important update about Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and others that I think you should see. but I will come to it later. So we can see here that there are still no signs of positive movement in the overall crypto market. And I know this has been frustrating for crypto holders since we haven't seen some big moves from major coins like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and others. But the thing is that this is a prolonged correction phase for cryptos, and this is why I think that we have to wait for the market to move up. And I'm more hopeful because we are now seeing that the overall market sentiment is now becoming positive. And we can see here that the crypto fear and greed index has been steadily improving over recent days. And if we come to Dogecoin, we can see here that it is also continuing to trade sideways. And although there are no signs of positive momentum, the good thing is that Doge has managed to claim support around this region for some days now. And I know that you are wondering that we see a lot of positive news for Doge every now and then, but it is still not moving up. The thing is that, as I always say, all these bullish developments for Dogecoin will not affect its price right away. They will help Doge to surge over the long term. So we will have to wait for some time and see Dogecoin surging to new highs. In any case, I'd like to remind you here that this is not financial advice since I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm only sharing my opinion here, so it is better that you do your own research before investing in cryptos. And now, as promised, let's come to another important update for the crypto market. So despite some fear in the crypto market, institutional investors appear to be re-accumulating Bitcoin using dedicated funds. And after recording heavy outflows at the start of 2022, crypto investment funds have seen a gradual uptick in investor demand over the past 2 weeks, offering cautious optimism that the worst of the market downturn had passed. And we can see here that crypto investment products saw $19 million worth of cumulative inflows last week. And Bitcoin and multi-asset funds led the gains with $22 million and $32 million worth of inflows, respectively. And the positive thing is that it is the second time in a row that there has been a net positive inflow as $19 million re-entered the space with investors buying the dip. So this is a very positive thing for crypto space. This is because these inflows came during a period of significant price weakness. And this suggests that institutional investors are seeing this dip as a buying opportunity at current price levels. And we can see here that during the last few weeks of 2021, the institutional investment in crypto funds was fading away. But it appears that institutional investors were on the sidelines and they were waiting for price dips in the cryptos market to buy the dips. So as I said, this is a very positive thing for the crypto market, especially when we are seeing a market-wide sideways movement for some days now. And if this institutional investment inflow continues to rise in the coming weeks, then I think that it will encourage more and more investors to invest in the assets as well. And this will bring back investors' confidence in the crypto market. And this is why I think it can turn out to be a major catalyst that could help in the revival of Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and other cryptos. And some other positive news for the crypto market is that Bitcoin and cryptos have been gaining relevance as retirement investment options. So as per a survey conducted by investment firm Capitalize, people have now become more optimistic about cryptos in the past 10 years. And over 60% of the respondents believe cryptos are a strong retirement investment option despite their volatility. It further revealed that younger generations are more optimistic about Bitcoin and other cryptos as retirement investment options. So we are now seeing that cryptos, once synonyms with speculation and gambling, have acquired prestige as one of the best ways to secure people's futures. And this changing perception of cryptos is very positive for Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and other cryptos. And while the future of Bitcoin and other cryptos is looking very bright, a recent study from Fidelity has claimed that Bitcoin is fundamentally different from the hundreds of other cryptos trading in the market. And no other crypto is likely to overtake Bitcoin as a monetary good. Moreover, Fidelity's paper called Bitcoin a superior form of money rather than just a tech because it highlighted the fact that Bitcoin is the most secure and decentralized form of asset. While this is a very positive thing for Bitcoin, I think that we can't ignore Dogecoin here. This is because we know that Doge has the lowest transaction fee compared to Bitcoin and other cryptos. And this is why even Elon Musk believes that Doge is a better form of currency than Bitcoin.